Hello everyone, Shorekeeper is finally back and welcome to my updated Shorekeeper guide. In this video, I will let you know everything you need to know about her kit, build, how to play her, animation cancels and more. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Shorekeeper gets her 4 stacks by doing normal attacks. She has a 4-hit basic attack combo, each hit gives 1 stack except the third hit, it gives 2. So the whole basic attack combo gives her maximum stacks. And she gets 1 each from mid-air attack and dodge counter. Mid-air attack is never really used. After getting 5 stacks, she can cast a heavy attack or mid-air attack to consume those stacks and gain concerto. We will mostly be using heavy attack as it can be easily animation cancelled, which we will talk about later in the video, and it also gives a tiny bit of crowd control. Speaking of crowd control, her third basic attack hit can also pull the enemy by a bit. Next is the resonance skill, which just heals the team and generates a very good amount of concerto. It has a 16 seconds cooldown and can be used for animation cancels, which will be discussed later. The resonance liberation is where her biggest buffs are. The liberation has 3 stages which gets upgraded by casting intro skills. The basic stage gives healing. After casting an intro skill of any character, the liberation upgrades and boosts crit rate based on energy regen. And after the second intro skill, the liberation also gives crit damage. She can give up to 12.5% crit rate and 25% crit damage, for which you need to 50% energy regen. The liberation lasts for 30 seconds, has a 25-second cooldown and restores 20 concerto. It has a high energy cost too, but it doesn't matter as we will be building a lot of energy regen on her. When the third stage of her liberation is activated, casting Shorekeeper's intro will trigger a special intro skill which deals very good damage, restores concerto and ends the liberation. Damage from the skill is guaranteed to crit and this damage is considered as liberation damage. Aside from her liberation, Shorekeeper can give buffs from her outro skill too. The outro skill gives 15% damage amplification to the team for 30 seconds. It also gives a special effect to them. If the resonator while under this effect is hit or interrupted, pressing the dodge button will trigger a perfect dodge, which is really cool. It can be triggered up to 5 times. Aside from all these buffs, she has a death protection passive in her first inherent skill. If resonator is knocked out, they will be automatically healed for 50% of Shorekeeper's HP, while Shorekeeper's loses the same amount. It has a cooldown of 10 minutes. The cool thing about this passive is that unlike Baiji's Sequence 5, it doesn't reset the liberation or concerto bar of the resonator, and the second inherent skill gives 10% energy regen to Shorekeeper and rover within the range of her liberation. This is really nice as it helps to reach her energy requirements. And last but not the least, she also has a very nice exploration passive. Holding her attack button will later transform into butterfly, which can easily travel even above water and collect every material that it comes in contact with. For talent priority, if you wish to maximize Shorekeeper's damage from her special intro skill, level it first, followed by resonance skill and liberation, which increases her healing, then basic attack and forte. For a healing focused build, resonance skill and a liberation followed by intro, basic attack and forte. For most players, you don't really need to allocate a huge amounts of resources for Shorekeeper's talent, you can just slightly level the skill and liberation for more healing. Moving on to her echoes. The best echo set is a standard healer set, rejuvenating glow set. And for the echo skill, we have 2 options, Fallacy of No Return and Bellborn Geochelon. Out of these 2, the Fallacy of No Return is the better option as it has longer lasting buffs and can be casted easily even during skill animations or while in mid-air. It also provides 10% energy regen which helps to meet Shorekeeper's energy requirements. You can use the Bellborn skill if you don't have access to Fallacy of No Return yet. Another viable echo set is Moonlit Clouds, which you can use in some niche teams like in a Jinxie Yonwu team. Here, Yonwu cannot efficiently fill his concerto energy bar, so it's better to run him with Originate type for Gauntlet and Regenerating Glow set, while a sustain support like Shorekeeper or Varina uses a Moonlit Cloud set. The team flow goes like Yonwu's Pillar, then Shorekeeper and intro to Jinxie. For her echo stats, she uses a standard 4-3-3-1-1 echo pattern and there are quite a few builds you can go with. But the first priority is to reach to 50% energy regen no matter which build you use. She gets 10% from her inherent skill, so getting to 40% is enough, and if you use the Fallacy of No Return echo skill, to 30% energy regen should be your goal. The first build is full support build with healing bonus on the 4 cost echo, and the 3 cost echo go for energy regen and HP % on the 1 cost echo. If you have really good energy regen from Substats and manage to reach the required amount of energy regen with just 1 energy regen 3 cost echo, you can go HP % on the second 3 cost echo. And for Substats, energy regen until required, HP % and flat HP is all you need. The second one is a damage focused build where you maximize the damage of a special intro skill. You don't need to build any crit rate as a special intro skill is guaranteed to crit. For this, go for crit damage on the 4 cost echo, double energy regen on the 3 cost echo, If you manage to get enough energy regen with just one echo, you can go spectral damage bonus on the second one, and HP % on the 1 cost echo. For substats, look for energy regen until required, then crit damage, resonance liberation damage bonus, HP % and flat HP. Lastly, if you want a balance of damage and healing, you can use HP % on the 4 cost echo. Moving on to our weapons. The best weapon is obviously going to be a signature Stellar Symphony. It is not just the best for Shorekeeper but also Varina and Baiji. This weapon gives a huge amount of energy regen, HP %, restores concentrate on using liberation, and gives team-wide 14% attack buff for 30 seconds by healing. However, it is not really needed and I won't recommend it to pull, especially if you are an F2P player, as Variation, which is a 4-star weapon, is an amazing alternative. It restores huge amounts of concentrate on using skill and also gives energy regen, so the signature weapon is not really a must pull. But sadly, Variation is a gacha weapon too, so not everyone will have it, and we don't really have good alternative for these weapons. You can use a Rectifier 25, which is a craftable weapon, as it provides energy regen to meet Shorekeeper's energy requirements. Rectifier of Voyager is another option. It restores resonance energy, but it has lower energy regen. For her teams, there's nothing much to say. She can just fit into any team like Varina, but better. Here are some team examples: Jian, Mortefi, Shorekeeper; Carlotta, Jeji, Shorekeeper; Camellia, Sanwa, Shorekeeper, and many more. And now we move on to the most important part of the video, her rotations. Let's first see her basic rotation. We start with her full basic attack combo followed by her forte attack. Do this twice, use a resonance skill, then liberation, echo skill, and out-rotate your next character. After the first rotation, we will get access to Shorekeeper's intro. A special intro skill lets us skip one part of her combo and shorten it significantly. Do note that without Variation or her signature, you will need to do some extra basic attack hits to fill her concerto. Now let's talk about the animation cancels. There is one prominent attack that you will want to animation cancel. It is her forte heavy attack. You can dash cancel, swap cancel, or even cancel this animation by using a resonance skill or even a liberation. The third basic attack hit of Shorekeeper is quite long. You can animation cancel it as well by swapping to a different character or by using a resonance skill. Animation cancelling with a resonance skill can be a bit tricky as you need good timing. Use the skill right when the first hit registers to get the 2 forte stacks with minimal animation. Even the resonance skill can be swap cancel, dash cancel, or animation cancel with a liberation. Here's a few example rotations with animation cancels that I usually use. And lastly, her sequences. I'll quickly go over them. The first sequence extends the range of a liberation by 150%, which is really nice as some aggressive enemies can move out of her liberation range even though it is quite big. It additionally extends its duration by 10 seconds and casting the intro skill no longer ends the liberation. This sequence in general is really nice as it can be useful in some team comps with long rotation like Camellia teams, or teams with short and fast rotations as the liberation doesn't end after her intro skill, avoiding any cooldown issues. But for most F2Ps it is not recommended unless you are going for the H2. The H2 is really nice as it gives a huge 40% attack buff in the third stage of a liberation. Sequence 3, 4, 5 are not that great, and the 6th sequence boosts her nuke damage from her second intro skill by a huge amount. So overall, Shorekeeper is one of the most flexible characters in the game with little to no downsides, and is the only character that I would consider as close to must pull in this game. Let me know in the comments what you think about Shorekeeper. And that's all for this video. Don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content. Thanks for watching.